independence in marketing for me is the ability to continue to have curiosity in how the marketing function thinks and acts, and the ability to challenge the notions of how we approach our customers and markets. I think for me, that is what independence in marketing would be. I think the first and foremost is, do we allow our teams to think more freely and not cast our notions of how things should be or can be. The can Are the teams having the ability to do and still fail and learn from that failures which may come across. I think third would be, uh, if the team, even if going through some difficult times, if they feel that they have the back, of the leader, I think that is what gives them the ability to think more freely and more independently. And I think I would say the last would be to not have any preconceived notions of consumers and markets, because they are constantly in a state of flux. They are changing, and as a marketeer and as a marketing function, our job is to stay ahead of that curve, and we can stay ahead of the curve only if we are also evolving, or evolving even faster than how the markets and consumers are evolving. Marketing as an independent function, I think maybe it's a misnomer as well. I think in an organization, we are very much dependent on how other functions are collaborating with us and how we are collaborating with the other functions. So I would say we are a dependent function versus an independent function. But yes, I mean, within that ambit, if I have to talk about the SWOT, I think for me, the key strength of the marketing function is the ability to be very close to the market reality. I think this has been said and acted upon, that which marketing being the voice of the consumer, being the voice of the market, being ahead of the curve. I think that is where the strength of the marketing function lies. The strength being that marketing is the torch bearer of the organization. The marketing has to lead the light as to where the organization has to go. So that is definitely a strength. Weakness, I think I would say more from a perspective that we are inundated with a lot of data points across different touch points, both from a consumer perspective and from a mixed perspective. I think not just marketing, but the agencies that are involved with us to make that data points more actionable, and to make it sort of come more at a pace which makes it actionable. I think that is where marketing, I think, and along with agency partners, have to work a lot more. Opportunity, I think opportunity is, if when we look at markets and consumers, consumers are overloaded with a lot of information. It's not just us. And in this overload of information, opportunities exist for those marketeers who are able to make sense of this and also give that clarity to consumers. So the opportunity lies, can we, for example, partner with the relevant stakeholders, can we partner with other organizations, and have not just have products in place, but probably products plus services in place, which then consumers see a lot more value versus just one product coming from a certain manufacturer. So I think whatever helps bring value to the consumers, that is where I see a lot of opportunities. And threats, would be, I mean, I think if we are not able to keep pace with how fast the consumers are evolving, I think that is definitely a threat. We have to we have to sort of continue to shed the notions of what is right and what is not right. And if we are unable to do that, then that will become a threat, because no longer marketeers are fully controlling the narrative. The narrative is also being created and formed by consumers on their own. So if we are stagnant, or if we are static in our line of thinking, then that becomes definitely a threat. For me, it's two parts to it. First of all, to definitely be aware that within the organization there is a dependence with other functions as well. It's about bringing everyone together. It's about giving the freedom for the teams to think, fail, and and sort of and but fail fast. And if there is something that is not working, then move on to the next. Don't look for perfect solutions, because they don't exist. The ability or the freedom to continuously question, challenge each other, not just within the organization, but have that question challenging mindset outside the organization with our agency partners as well. I think only with a good piece of collaboration, we can build something larger and better.